I am flabbergasted. Maguire. And De Gea. Shocking. I'm disgusted. Maguire. And De Gea. Get close to people. Move your feet. Move your feet. Maguire. And De Gea. I am flabbergasted. I'm not too happy with all that, no. Maguire. I would be swinging punches at that guy. De Gea. Swinging punches, swinging punches, swinging punches, swinging punches. Maguire. And De Gea. I'm fuming here watching this game of football.
All right, here in Cold Cuts, we like to stick to a theme of the week, Owen, as you know too well. And this week, it's stuff that really matters. It's as loose as that. Really, really matters. And we're starting with big financial matters at Old Trafford this week. Revenue for the year on is down 7%. Debt is up 16%. Profit is down 7%. These are big things. They're 14 points off Manchester City in the league. But there is hope, as you can see from football writer Rob Harris here. Fastest growing following of any football club on TikTok.
Oof.
It's big news.
Oh, this is absolutely huge. This is Manchester United are known for not completely ignoring social media when it comes to pretty significant decisions like Paul Pogba's transfer. The cherry on the cake of the Paul Pogba transfer after his incredible array of skills was his social media following. Now, I am aware of a couple of annoying TikTok accounts, and that's generally what tends to come from that social media platform. I'm not aware of a Paul Pogba TikTok account. So could this spell the end of Paul Pogba's time at Old Trafford is the question I would initially have here.
Yeah, well, you say the cherry on the cake. I think a lot of people would say that was the cake itself, as it turns out. So that's number 4 this week's Cold Cuts. In at number 3, it's more stuff that really, 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 really matters. And it's a United old boy, Lukaku, who's been tearing it up on in Serie A. I'm sure you've paid close attention to this. Ladies and gentlemen, February's Player of the Month, Romelu Lukaku. Brace yourself, because if XG makes you gag, then your breakfast may well be reappearing in the next few minutes. His technical and physical efficiency are off the charts. Yeah, you say, but what about his K-pass and his optimal play choices? Well, it turns out that he's the fastest growing rates of K-solution and K-movement of any footballer on Twitter or in real life. Romelu Lukaku, I give you February's Player of the Month for Serie A.
Yeah, he's been playing so well. K-pass to some people, pass property to other people, 96%, incredible. Now, to say that Romelu Lukaku is technically efficient would have been something that, again, would have made Manchester United fans gag when he was a Manchester United player. I always believed in Romelu Lukaku. I always believed that this guy was underperforming. I always knew he had a physical efficiency and a K-pass, excellent pass property ability that we did not see at Old Trafford. And he is proving it now. And he is creating many, many tears of his former haters who said that his K-solution and K-movement wasn't up to scratch to perform at Old Trafford. He has proven them all wrong.
We're going to get back on track here, Ron. I know we're going to get back on track with stuff that really, 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 really matters. And it's in at number 2. It's Jack Grealish. He's been addressing his own game. He's an honest to goodness, socks down, old school player, right?
I just try and take little bits really out of his game, because although I had a good season last year, if you actually looked at it, like my big chances created and weren't as high as other people in my position. And now this year, my expected assists I think is the highest, and my big chances created is up there as well. So that's what I wanted to improve on. And
it's JG and his BCC and his XA, and they're all trending in the right direction. Not to mention his K solution and his K movement off the charts.
Yeah, well, this is interesting actually in the context of what happened a couple of weeks ago, that the injury to Jack Grealish essentially inspired Dean Smith to come out and ban all of his footballers from playing fantasy football, and then subsequently went out and said, I live my life in reality, not in the fantasy world, which a lot of people who are invested in fantasy football actually took issue with. And Jack Grealish there is speaking like a man who perhaps would have been one of those people who've been banned from fantasy football. Like, they're very impressive stats if you are an ambitious fantasy football manager. And I wonder if Jack Grealish himself was a little bit annoyed that Dean Smith was so dismissive of the platform.
Yeah, I think what he's doing is he's looking at all available information that he can get, no matter how much of a tangent it is to actual real life, but that sheds him in a good light, and he is all over it. In at number 1, Owen, in at number one in stuff that really, 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 really matters. If Goff ever had shithousery, then this man's optimal play choices would surely have him at number one. And while everybody was getting, as you saw last weekend, teary-eyed at the sight of golfers in red and black everywhere, in tribute to the great man who's recuperating, obviously, after his accident, get well soon, Tiger, Sergio Garcia was creating some pretty big chances of his own, it has to be said. He went rogue and he went green to honour the reigning major champ, from one Masters champ to another. Just to guess, you forgot that little old Sergio was a Masters champion. Only problem is, of course, that Tiger isn't the reigning champion. DJ is. Quick as a flash. Sergio had it deleted as well. Well, I mean, he left in the little bit about him being the winner, obviously, but EQ restored to the SG.
Yeah, we need to do a bit of a deep dive on this. Sergio and Tiger Woods, obviously. The beef is a little bit real there. I know there's been apologies and U-turns and all that sort of thing, but this is a nice little simmering tension that I'm happy is continuing to exist in golf. Yeah.
Tiger's recuperating, saying, Serge, don't be giving me this green bullshit. Just put on your red and black like the rest of them and get on with it. But that is number one. That is number one on the list. But finally, we really couldn't have left it this morning. And speaking of tweets that you really wish that you would rather not send, we all know there's so much fake news out there. There's, the mainstream media owns not to be trusted. If anything we know of the last 12 months, 2 years, mainstream media not to be trusted. Ranty journalists who haven't got a clue what they're saying and, thinking that their XG is worth listening to. Well, one such loudmouth, I can assure you, only got his comeuppance this week. Not Gavin Cooney from the 42 who tweeted this article with Ireland's greatest player and all-round legend Robbie Keane. No. Cast your eyes south to the guy weighing in with what a bizarre read. Ranty journalist alert. How dare he attack Owen, our record goal scorer, all-round nice guy, just in case I hadn't mentioned that, who would have, he'd have had a better K solutions than Lukaku if that existed when he played. But at least our Ernest Hack got a proper XL when Robbie, the legend's wife, called him out in it, and all was well. Bloody journalists.
Yeah, dead right. Great piece. I'm on Claudine's side here. The absolute negativity that goes around on social media is disgusting. So justice for Robbie, justice for Claudine. Adrian, keep your opinions to yourself next time.
That's Cold Cuts.
I am flabbergasted. Maguire. And De Gea. Shocking. I'm disgusted. Maguire. And De Gea. Get close to people. Move your feet. Move your feet. Maguire. And De Gea. I am flabbergasted. I'm not too happy with all that, no. Maguire. I would be swinging punches at that guy. De Gea. Swinging punches, swinging punches, swinging punches, swinging punches. Maguire. And De Gea. I'm fuming here watching this game of football.